Hi everyone, welcome back, and thanks for watching our videos. Our latest video, we turned this car into Rusty's Next Gen Lightning McQueen. Was one of the most popular videos we made. It got over 7,000 views in 1 week, and I thank all of you for watching it and for coming back to watch this video today. We made a lot of custom videos over the last couple of years, and some of the most popular ones, they don't even exist in the stores because they're made from the Cars video game. Now I made about 15 Cars video game cars. I want to show you them right here, look. See? Check this out. Some of them, don't remember their names actually right now, so I'm going to have to look it up later. But this one here was the most popular one. This is Fletcher from Cars 3. He'd show up, not Cars 3, Fletcher from the Cars video game. He'd show up the odd time, and that was actually not the same car when I bought it. So I'm going to show you that video in a second. But look at all the ones I made here, look. These are, I think one of these is Sunny, and these are Tater and Totter, I think, and a whole bunch more. Otto, and I'm not sure if that's one of the cars or not, but you guys would know if you watch the video game. But I want to show you this video again. A lot of people saw it, a lot of people didn't, so here is the making of Fletcher. Hope you like it, and if you like it a lot, I'll put another one up tomorrow or the next day. This here is Guapo, I think. I'm not sure what these guys are called, but maybe you guys know it. Anyway, here's the video of making Fletcher. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. So if you're watching the videos, thank you very much for watching, and there's a button here you can click up here. It takes you to a bunch of playlists and stuff. So anyway, what we have here is Tater and Tater Jr. and Stinger, that's from Rod Torkline. And this is El Guapo from the Cars video game too, and I mean Racerama. There's what we made recently, Emma, and this is Gerald. What we don't have is Fletcher. Now, I want to show you a picture of Fletcher. There's Fletcher. Remember him? He's a hard one to get. I can't find any car that looks like him in my bunch. There's another view of him here. So I went to the flea market today, and I found a couple of cars that kind of look like Fletcher. This blue one here, and this red one. And I think the one that mostly matches is the red one because the blue one has spare tires. So I'm going to attempt to turn this guy into Fletcher using Play-Doh and a great deal of imagination. The wheels are already white wall, we're okay there, they're all good. Just have to fill in the sides here with some Play-Doh, take the grill off, put a roof on top, shape it so it looks like a roof on top of the Play-Doh, and then paint eyes on it, paint windows, and paint it that mossy green that's right here. See that color there? I'm going to try to make Fletcher out of this guy, so that's going to be interesting to see how that turns out. So thanks for all your suggestions and ideas. I got a whole bunch of more ideas. Check this out. Look, somebody's sending me ideas. You ready? I don't know what that guy's name is. I forget it. This one I'm going to do for sure. That's Thomasville Jackson Storm. See him? I'm doing that this week. That's going to be awesome. I can't wait. And this Ramon here, I have Ramon all ready to go here. One of these here I'm going to paint and turn into this guy here. That was a suggestion. So that should keep you busy for quite some time. So let's get started. I'm going to get the Play-Doh out first and fill. I'm going to take this grill off first. I don't need that because I'm going to make my own. I'm going to paint my own eyes and paint my own grill on this guy when he's done. Okay, so let's cut that off with the pliers, and then we'll fill in here with Play-Doh and make a new front. Fill the whole thing in with Play-Doh. Let's get ready. Okay, I'm going to see if I can leave this on camera recording while I cut that off. Well, there goes the grill. That was easier than I thought. Now I'm going to get some Play-Doh and fill that whole thing in. I wonder if I can cut these exhaust pipes off too while I'm at it, because I don't need them anymore because it's going to be all covered up with Play-Doh. No, they're pretty steel, so I can't take them. I'm going to leave them alone and work around them. See, I can't cut them off. They're too hard. Okay, I'm just going to use brown Play-Doh. It doesn't really matter what color it is because I have to turn it into a roof too. I have to shape that whole thing into a big tall roof and paint some eyes on where the windshield was. Not that high, that's for sure. Okay, I got too much that time. No problem. We'll work it down until we get a nice. I don't need it on the sides because it's got lots of. The width is okay. And that looks pretty good. Now I'll put some in the front and fill in where the grill used to be, and work it down towards the fenders. Okay, that's a pretty good shape right now. So I'm going to leave that and I'm going to prime the whole thing, primer gray, right over the Play-Doh, okay? And then when that's dry, I'll come back and put a couple of coats of mossy green on it. So that came pretty good actually. Just got to make a few lines on it and a few headlights. And let's put the primer gray on it first and see how it looks when it's done. Okay, got the paint all set to go here and the other cars are lined up to watch. I even got Zebra Mater there to watch too. So let's get at it. See if I can get this done. A nice coat of primer gray on this beautiful Jaguar. I'm going to turn it into Fletcher. If you're just turning in now to watch, this is going to be Fletcher from Cars video game. One of those cars that was racing with lightning. He was always in the way. He's a UK, obviously it's a Jaguar. And we're going to try and make this into the coolest car. And probably, I looked online, I was going to buy it first, but it was a lot of money to buy Fletcher. I mean, the actual car. You can't buy Fletcher, of course. He doesn't exist because he's just a video game car. But he is based on a certain car. So when I went to buy it, when it looked like I was going to paint it, it was like, gee, it's going to cost a fortune to buy it. Most of them are in the UK. It's a Hot Wheels car or a Matchbox. And I said, well, I'm not going to spend that much money on a car. I can probably make with some Play-Doh and some paint. So I went to the flea market and I found one that looks like it. And I'm just going to do what I did just now with that and paint on some nice windows and doors and some eyes, and we'll have Fletcher. So once this is primed, we'll leave it dry into the heat lamp. Well, actually, no, well, I'm not going to use the heat lamp too much because I don't want to dry the Play-Doh out. I want to get this just right with the right color green and the eyes and the grill painted on before it gets kind of dried out, because once they dry out, they really get kind of hard looking. So I'm just going to let this dry and then put a couple of coats of mossy green and paint his eyes on and his grill and his headlights, and that'll be Fletcher. Let's leave that dry and come back in a little while. Okay, the paint's pretty dry now, so I'm going to add a little bit of white to this nice mossy green I got, and I'm going to mix that up because I don't think that green is the right color, the dark green, so I'm going to make it a lighter green. Fletcher was kind of a mossy green. I don't want to say a British race green, that's a dark green, but this is a nicer color right there. It's a little bit lighter. And I'll put the first coat on, and if it comes out that it's too light, well, I'll just paint it again with a little bit darker on it. Maybe put some brown in or something. So that looks pretty good. That's a mossy green, and do the whole car in just this color here. 2 coats to make sure it's nice and thick. There's a mark here I gotta fix. There we go. I think it's a mirror actually. I didn't cut the mirrors off, so we're stuck with the mirrors in this year model. This is not going to look exactly like Fletcher, but you're going to be hard pressed to tell the difference when I'm done. I got an idea for the headlights. I was going to paint them on, but I think I'll add little white blobs of Play-Doh for his headlights and paint the grill around it. So this is looking pretty good for the first coat. There's not much to it. The hard part's going to be painting the windows, of course, and the headlights and the windows and the eyes will be the hard part, because I got to use my little tiny brush again with gray paint or white paint to highlight the windows and the eyes on Fletcher, because Fletcher was a pretty cool car. If you had the video game and you played it, you always end up racing Fletcher. And I always forget his name too, I don't know why. But the roof, I gotta admit, came pretty good. That was just a quick couple of minutes of molding the Play-Doh, and I got that perfect actually. You know what, the next coat I might make a little bit darker, a little more mossy looking. This is kind of like a bright green, so that's not too bad. But I'll definitely change the color here for the next coat. Okay, let's leave that for now and come back when it dries and put the second coat on. Okay, that first coat came pretty nice, but I thought the color was just a little bit off, so I mixed a bit of blue in it this time to give it some more mossy green color. Okay, so you'll see the difference right away when I put it on. But this will be the last coat going on for this here particular car. I'm pretty close to Fletcher's exact color now, and then the next thing I'll be doing is putting the trim around the windows and getting his eyes ready and stuff like that there. And then put the headlights on. I'm going to put some white Play-Doh there for headlights, and that'll be the finishing touch, I think, and the grill. So it's going to look really nice. So this color is a lot better. Now this is a darker green. If you're watching along, if you're following on the chat, let me hear what you think, the comments. You'll see this is going to look pretty close to Fletcher when it's done. I didn't think I could do it, but apparently it's looking pretty good, even for me. I didn't think it would, but especially since I had to use Play-Doh to model it, it was really hard. Usually I can do a pretty good job with just the car in the colors, but it's hard to match Fletcher. He's like one of those rare cars you don't see too often. There, I dug into the green there that time, so it's not too good. Anyway, that looks pretty good. The next thing will be the eyes. That looks pretty good, guys. The eyes will be going next. I got some paint on the white wall. Okay, let's leave that dry and we'll come back and start doing the detail. So this is just the rough edges. Okay, so let's leave that dry. Come back in a while and start working on the lines. Okay, this is gonna be fun. I got the white paint out ready, and I'm gonna try and paint a strip around the window on both sides, and it goes down. I have to make windows on this thing because there is none, and I should have left that gray for now, but I have to put white here now, right along the side. To make window trim. I'm looking at the car over there too, so I know what I'm looking at here. Goes right back, whoops, right to here. And right around the corner. And there's a divider right about here. And another one here. I should have left that gray, but I guess I'll have to figure that out later. The front, around the windshield, has a complete square box around the whole thing in white. And I'll draw that first, and then I'll work with the eyes later. And right down here there's a line. And then, I may as well do the bumper while I'm at it too. The bumper's white. And there's a number 3 on the side door on each side. I'll have to put that on in a few minutes too. See if I can get it all done at once. Here's the bumper, and I'll turn it around. I'll try and do the same thing here. Draw a complete. I'm making this up as I go along because there's no frame here. This is just Play-Doh. So that's kind of interesting. Right along the bottom. And there's a line here and a small line there. I'll have to figure that out yet. How to put the gray in there. It'll be tough. And there's a circle on each side where number 3 is going to go. So I'm just going to draw a big circle here right now while I can. The number 3 is in black. I'll just put the circle here now to get over with. And I'll fill it in later. And let's see, turn it around, do the same on the other side. And then I'll work on the back bumper, make that white too. Big number 3 for Fletcher. And let's see, let's do the bumper too, it's no big deal. There it goes. And I'm going to draw a window in the back too. I don't know if there is one because I don't remember. I'm just going to draw a big window right here. And we'll fill that in too with gray. There, okay, so let's leave that for now for the white to dry. And then I'll figure out what to do with the eyes in a second. Okay, let's have a look. He's got green eyes, but I have to draw white across the bottom first for his eyes to go into it. So I'll do that now, I guess. I'll just draw some white across here. And there's actually a green bar goes down the middle too. So that's gonna eyes gonna be right in there. And I'll have to draw a green bar up the middle in a second. A little bit of paint left over. Actually, it's actually a white bar. Hang on. I blew it there. I have to go right down here. It's a white bar. And his eyes are kind of bluish green, so I'm going to use that same paint with some blue mixed in it. I keep looking here. I'm looking here as a reference. His eyes are blue with black dots in the middle, so I'm just going to put some blue right in the middle. I'll have to fix them later with some white and some green. Okay, that kind of mess going on here with the eyes, so I'm going to try and figure that out somehow. I gotta put some green back on here. And I have to also put a black spot in the middle. Fix that white line where his eyes are. And see if I can put that black dot on right now and get that over with. And work on it in a few minutes when it dries a bit. Okay, so first things first here, I'm gonna have to fix that white line first, right down the middle. So I can get that done. Okay, and I have to put a little more white around the top of his eyes there a little bit. not too bad, I guess. Now let's do the grill on the front in a nice white, and then I'll put the headlights on. And the grill is kind of an oval, starts at the top here. I'm gonna make a small line if I can. There's that shape, isn't it? That's perfect. And I'm gonna do it all in white first, and then fill in the lines black across the middle of it. In the meantime, I'm gonna put some eyes on. Actually, you know what? There's some park lights right here in white. I can put them on. There's also big giant headlights have to go on too. So I'm gonna make them out of a ball of Play-Doh and stick them in there somehow. I don't know how yet, but I'll figure it out in a few seconds. While this is drying, I'll make that. Okay, I made one of the headlights with a small wire. I'm gonna try and put it on right here. See, it'll hold it in place. And the same for this one here. See the small tiny wire? I'm just gonna push that right into the Play-Doh. Okay, and I'm going to get, that looks pretty good. Actually, that's actually awesome. I'll flatten them out a little tiny bit for headlights. And now I'm gonna paint them white with my little white brush here while they're still in place, because they are white. And then I'm going to paint number 3 on the door in that big number. I'm going to put little black lines across the grill. Actually, you know what? I forgot to finish the grill off. I'll put the black lines on it. Okay, leave it just like that. And let's put the number 3 on the door in black. Here goes, number 3 in that little tiny circle. I did pretty good yesterday on the other one. Not bad. Looks like an E, but it looks like a 3. Okay, turn it around. Okay, here goes number 3 again. I'll see if I can make it a little bit smaller. Perfect. Okay. Now that I got the car right there, fill in the windows with gray. Okay, if you're still following along, thanks very much for watching it. That came really nice. In the back window. Okay, and now this window over here. And there is a door line on the side, but you don't really see the door line. It's kind of like just a, it's almost just like a little mark down the side here that highlights the door. Okay. Same on the other side. There. Now let's go back and put little lines on the grill that go back and forth across it. Here goes. Okay, I'm almost done here, guys. Everything's dried out. So I'll put a little tiny smile here. If I can put a little tiny line, just like that there. And I'll make a little mark with a blade, like a mouth line. It'll work. Perfect. Now let's finish up, get some pictures. This came out a lot better than I expected, actually. What do you think? Okay, here's Fletcher from the video game. And here is our Fletcher. What do you think? That came pretty darn good, I gotta admit. I didn't have much to work with, but I got the right color. The eyes are a little, but other than that, I think it's okay. The headlights are okay. If you have any comments, please leave them. I'd like to hear it. So let's put him next to the rest of the guys from the, there's Gerald, and here's Tater Jr., Tater, and here comes Emma, and we're missing one, or 2. Here comes Guapo. Hey, Fletcher's here! And Stinger comes over. Hey, Fletcher, how you doing? So they all made it. There's only, I think, 1 missing or 2. So I'll keep you sending your suggestions in. Actually, you know what? The more I see it, the more I like it. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you liked the video. And have a great day. And make sure you comment, subscribe, and hit the like button. And spread the word. Thanks, guys.